The award winning and Oscar nominated film, The Secret Agent, is out now. You can view it, and lead star Wagner Moura has been dominating award season and is nominated for his performance for an Oscar as well. Wagner joins me now. Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Nice talking to you.
Yeah, you as well. Wagner, one thing that really stands out to me about your role as, Armando or Marcelo, however you want to view this, is that while there are a lot of speaking parts, I feel like maybe the more challenging role of playing him is this very just like emotive being, right? You're pulling out a lot of emotions and a lot of very real life scenarios, a lot of historical context. So, what was it like kind of playing him, and how did you prepare to take on this role?
This film came from a very personal need. Came from the director Kleber and I, Kleber Mendonça Filho and I, sharing our perplexity over what was going on in Brazil from 2018 to 2022, when the government was trying to bring back to Brazil in the 21st century the values of the dictatorship that we had from 64 to 85. So I kind of knew exactly what this character was going to be because it's somehow I was sort of playing myself and playing Kleber and playing every one of us that was like just like lost during a certain time in Brazil. Also, too, the dictatorship doesn't seem very far away. It happened 50 years ago. I myself had directed a film that took place during the dictatorship, so I had studied a lot about what Brazil was socially, economically, politically, culturally back then. And I remember, I have very clear memories, although I was a kid, but I was born during the dictatorship. So I remember my parents, how they dressed up, how they, it felt like very, it didn't require lots of effort, I think, to be in that time, in that particular, in the skin of that character.
Yeah, it's interesting how you were able to pull in so much kind of personal experience right now. Kind of piggybacking off of some of what you just said, what's kind of the emotions for you getting to share just a snippet of Brazil's history through a very specific angle within this film?
I think it's been great, man. It's great to see, like Americans and Europeans and people from all over the world connecting with this film, and of course you connect with the film with your own experiences. Of course, it's the ones you have with your own emotions and with your own sense of history. And you don't have to know anything about Brazilian history to connect with the film because the connection happens with the characters. And hopefully, if you connect with the character, you're gonna end up learning something about a different culture and the history of a country. And I think that's the beauty of cinema. I grew up watching American films. I grew up watching international films. American films for me are international, and
Yeah.
I've been seeing them since I was a little boy with subtitles. So it's nice to see that the U.S. is more open now to films that come from other parts of the world as well.
Yeah, I was incredibly intrigued by it, not really knowing much of Brazil's history. And like you said, I don't think I had to know it. I really got the concept and I loved it. Now, something else that's like really spotlighted in this film is just kind of like varying family dynamics, right? Whether that's chosen family or blood or environment or whatever that looks like. So, what do you kind of hope maybe the takeaway is from that aspect of the film? And how do you hope that maybe people see themselves within some of these stories?
That's a very interesting question. The film has uh, yeah, especially there is a father and son thing that's really really strong, right? Not only with my character, but there are other characters, other fathers and other sons, and I think it's a very masculine film as well. Although there are very strong female characters, the film is also a film of how some sort of masculinity is is transferred throughout generations.
Mhm.
And I was seeing the image of Alex Petrie being killed by the ICE agents, and I could see there are two very different types of masculinity in that video. And you see in the characters of the secret agents, like the sons of the police chief,
Mhm.
or the killer that works with his stepson, or my kid, my son that I end up playing in the end, like that cannot deal with the memory, of his father. So I think we are dealing with lots of generational transfers,
Hmm.
like and especially with a certain kind of masculinity that can be transferred over generations.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that kind of theme throughout the film. Now, really quick, one last question for you. What's the weight of being the first Brazilian actor to be nominated for the Best Actor Oscar? Obviously, we had a Best Actress award a few years ago, but what's that mean to you? Because I think that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Of course it is. It's great. And it's been great also, like the way Brazilians are engaging and connecting with this film and with their culture since last year, since I'm still here, especially again after these 4 years, these 4 dark years of authoritarianism in the country, where they were really efficient in demonizing arts and culture, and so it's beautiful to see Brazilians engaging with a Brazilian cultural product the way they are right now, and with us and with the film, and it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
really important for us.
Yeah, well, I love hearing that. Well, Wagner, congrats again on all your success with this film. We'll be rooting for you at this year's Oscars. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out The Secret Agent. Thanks so much, Wagner.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.